Hello everybody, I'm Doug. Welcome to the Auditory Vinyl. This video is just another random pull where you take your discogs app and hit the random album out of the collection and see what you get. And I noticed there's a few other people doing these Christian front to back vinyl. He did them, and there's a few other ones. Kind of like one of those, not really a thread, but it's just something that everybody does once in a while, just to, like, if you can't think of a reason for a video, this is always a good one to do. So these are the 10 that I got, and this is the order they came in. And nothing too exciting, but I'll show you what came up randomly. The first one is HSAS. This one has been shown quite a bit actually recently, for whatever reason. Sammy Hagar, Neil Schoen, Kenny Aronson, and I can't remember his first name now. But anyway, the big song up here was Whiter Shade of Pale. It's a great album. Here's the band. It's on Geffen. According to Sammy's book, he wanted him and Neil Schoen had been talking about doing a project together, and then they were trying to find a bass player and a drummer, and the way Sammy says that the other two guys were just basically who was left. There wasn't anybody available, and Shreve, he said, just, he was with Neil Schoen and Santana, and he just wasn't that much of a hard rock guy or a rockin' drummer, but he did give him a little extra funky sound, I guess. But that's why they only did one album, because Sammy just didn't feel that that they clicked, I guess. Also, he mentioned in that book that he had I Can't Drive 55 already wrote, but he held off on giving it to the band because he wanted to do it solo. So that would have been interesting if they would have done it for the band. Maybe we just would have made him a one-hit wonder or something, but I don't know. Anyway, that's HSAS. The second one, the Mindbenders, 1966 mono release. A lot of their songs were written by Carol Bayer Sager. A groovy kind of love. Their big hit. It's on the Fontana label, Wayne Fontana, who the band was called Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders before this, I believe. But Eric Stewart and Graham Goldman. Eric Stewart's actually on this one. Graham Goldman joined them later, and then those two would go on to form 10cc. The next one, America's Holiday from 1974. This was their fourth album, produced by George Martin. Had the hits Tin Man, I think it's Tin Man, and Lonely People. Yeah, Tin Man and Lonely People. Big hits off of there. Holiday by America. And then from 79, Blondie, Parallel Lines. One of their best albums for sure. In 2024, it was put under the National Recording Registry by the Library of Congress. Heart of Glass is on here. The other big hit up here, One Way or Another on Chrysalis. Great stuff out of Blondie. And then the next one was Bob Dylan, Highway 61 Revisited. And I pulled two of them. This is the original from '65. Of course, like Rolling Stone is the big hit off of here on the Columbia. But I also pulled this 2018 mono reissue, and I got this at Half Price Bookstore. And when I saw it, I was just like, oh, it's just cool, you know, a mono reissue. But then when I got to looking at it, it came with this insert that says it's part 5 of the Dylan Vinyl Definitive Collection. So, and it's got some other ones that are, you know, part 6 and 7. So somebody, I don't know if they had the box set or what, but they only got rid of one, and I didn't realize it was part of a box set. So now I have to try to search out the rest of them, I suppose. But yeah, one of Bob Dylan's best. Al Cooper's on there. I believe that's his 6th album, somewhere in there. Then the Limeliters, Sing Out. This is from '62. This album actually went to number 14 on the pop charts. These guys made 3 or 4 albums, and then Glenn Yarbrough went solo. I mean, I think MGK, I think he showed a solo album of his once. And one of the other guys did some acting. He was in, I'm not sure who was who, but one of them went, played in a couple episodes of Get Smart and a couple movies, lower end movies, I think. And the other guy went on to start an orphanage. But no real gigantic hits, but one of their songs was in the movie or the Broadway show Oliver, and a couple other ones, I think. But on Living Stereo, Fun Folk Fest. Doesn't get any better than Fun Folk Fest. The next one from '77, Jessie Coulter, Miriam. Miriam was her given name at birth. The one single off here, Put Your Arms Around Me, has Waylon Jennings, and also Roy Orbison sings backup on it. This album never was real huge. It did go to 29 on the country charts, but didn't have any big singles off of it. I'm sure people in Hollywood are already thinking that new country singer, what is it, Ella Langley, is that her name? Could totally play her in a movie. Well, if she can act, I suppose, but I think she looks a lot like her. It's her mom. Jessie Coulter. Next, Quarterflash from '83. Take Another Picture. This was their second one. Take Me to Heart was a pretty big hit. Got a couple, I'm guessing, couple Eagles on here. Joe Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt are on here playing guitar and some backup vocals. And then from '78, Gene Simmons. This one went to number 22 on the charts and platinum. And according to Wikipedia, it sold more and was higher on the charts than Ace Frehley's, which I find almost hard to believe, because Ace Frehley had what back in the New York Groove was such a such a good hit for him. But man, talk about guest appearances or whatever you want to call it, but he's got everybody on here. Bob Seger, Joe Perry, Helen Reddy, Donna Summer, Janice Ian, Cher. And then down here, all these names, I don't know if I didn't do the research, and I don't know if they all just play or sing backup or what, but I mean, there's even like Dinah Shore and Sammy Davis Jr., Ted Nugent, just tons of, some of them I don't recognize, but yeah, just tons of people. So I don't know. Oh, Peg Bundy, what is it? Katie Seagal, is that her name? I think she even is on here because she's a singer. But yeah, Gene Simmons. Then the last one that came up was Whitesnake from '87. Of course, this was huge. This went 8 times platinum. The singles were all over MTV and the radio. Crying in the Rain, Bad Boys, Still of the Night, Here I Go Again, Is This Love? Yeah, just crazy. David Coverdale, John Sykes, Neil Murray, and Ainsley Dunbar on drums. I believe one of these songs, I don't remember which one, but was where John Sykes pulled an old Jimmy Page trick and used the bow on his guitar while he's playing. So there you go. There is 10 random pulls from discogs. Kind of fun. I might do another one or come up with something else. Who knows? Take care and enjoy the music.